Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful. Taylor gets deathbed wedding to Ridge. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers confirm Taylor Hayes is dying and Ridge Forrester may give her a deathbed wedding. Despite Taylor saying she didn't come to interfere in Ridge's relationship, it might wind up that way anyway. If you're up to date on B&B, you might have noticed the same troubling signs I did. Taylor confessed to Ridge that she saw him and Brooke Logan getting cozy on a balcony in Monaco. And then Taylor revealed she was there for an appointment, likely a cardiologist. What's next? Bold and the Beautiful recasting Taylor Hayes with Rebecca Budig had me suspicious from the start. I suspected Brad Bell brought her back just to kill her off. And now it sure seems like that's the plan. When Taylor and Ridge, Thor's 10K, started reminiscing about their deceased daughter, Phoebe Forrester, it was another red flag. Remember, Phoebe died in a car accident back in 2008. And Taylor mentioned seeing Phoebe again someday. That was a second red flag. Is she thinking about their late daughter and a potential reunion because she's facing her mortality? It definitely seems like it. Taylor's health concerns are heart-related, and she's considering where she wants to spend her final days. It's also problematic on Bold and the Beautiful that Ridge is sending mixed signals since Taylor's return. Little touches, sitting too close, expressing how much he enjoys her company. Meanwhile, Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, told her sisters she's not threatened by his ex. She told Donna Logan, Jennifer Gareis, and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, that you can't give up on the power of love, especially one rich with history and memories. Then, B&B cut right back to Ridge and Taylor discussing their own history, memories, and love. More red flags. B&B spoilers suggest Taylor Hayes keeps the secret a little longer that she's terminally ill. But once it's out, Ridge will be shocked and ready to do anything to help. He just told Taylor he'd hoped she'd stick around, and she wiped away tears in response, because she knows she can't. Another red flag on Bold and the Beautiful about things shifting is this. As Ridge spent time with Taylor, Brooke was saying she's secure knowing she's with the man she's meant to be with for life. And Bold and Beautiful kept cutting between her confident statements and Ridge and Taylor's interactions. She told Katie and Donna she's past worrying about his ex-wife returning to steal him. Brooke claims she's got complete faith in their love, but that changes soon. A sneak peek photo shows her spying and unhappy outside the CEO office as her boyfriend and his ex share a close moment. Plus, in their chat at the Forrester mansion, Ridge's ex said he'd always be the love of her life on Bold and the Beautiful. Spoilers hint that's another red flag at something more for them. Bold and the Beautiful seems to be hinting at a deathbed wedding with all these red flags. Taylor asked Ridge why he never married Brooke, and he essentially said they've been there, done that, and it's not necessary. Not only are deathbed weddings and near-death romances a common soap trope, but B&B's done it before, with this exact couple. Do you remember when the OG Stephanie Forrester, Susan Flannery, pulled a similar stunt back in 2005? Stephanie faked a heart attack to push Ridge back to Taylor. She asked that they remarry before she died. They wed, but she lied about dying. In the end, Brooke exposed the scheme, and the family blew up at Stephanie. If Bold and the Beautiful is recycling a deathbed marriage plot, it could be interesting if it's done well, and at least this time, it's a real medical condition. Once word spreads that Taylor's dying, I could see Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, or Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, pushing Ridge to reunite with their mom. I wouldn't expect Taylor Hayes to ask Ridge Forrester to marry her because she's ill, but her children might her to have a dream wedding to the love of her life before she passes. It seems like they're setting up a Brooke and Ridge split or drama. So if Taylor is nearing the end, Ridge might want to make her last moments as happy as possible. He may even expect Brooke to understand and agree. The Forresters would probably think Brooke was selfish if she didn't, but the Logans likely wouldn't agree. But I also expect Bold and the Beautiful might pull out a last-minute miracle cure, like they did with Eric Forrester, John McCook. B&B kept up his death storyline for months. I never believed it for a moment. While none of us want a tired old love triangle with Brooke, but a death triangle? That could be worth watching. Taylor Hayes' heart is failing her, but maybe Ridge Forrester will let her back into his before she passes away. Will we get a CBS soap Deathbed wedding for Tridge? Maybe. In a shocking turn of events, The Bold and the Beautiful delivers an unforgettable twist as Taylor Hayes, the beloved psychiatrist, is faced with a seemingly impossible fate, yet is granted an unexpected miracle of love. Amid an ongoing battle for Ridge Forrester's heart between her and Brooke Logan, Taylor's situation takes a dark and dramatic turn when she is unexpectedly confronted with a life-threatening illness. With her health rapidly declining, Taylor faces a moment of vulnerability like never before, one that will push her relationships, her future, and her very survival into a new and unprecedented direction. A life-altering diagnosis. The drama begins with a seemingly innocuous trip to the doctor, which soon turns into a nightmare. Taylor, feeling unusually fatigued, decides to undergo a routine checkup. What she doesn't expect is the grim news she receives. The doctors inform her that she has developed a rare and aggressive condition that could be fatal. The diagnosis sends shockwaves through her family, especially her children, Steffi and Thomas, who are devastated at the thought of losing their mother. While Taylor grapples with the emotional weight of her condition, Ridge Forrester, her ex-husband, finds himself at a crossroads. Their history is complicated, filled with passion, heartbreak, and years of love and loss. In the present, Ridge has been in a long-standing marriage with Brooke Logan, but his unresolved feelings for Taylor simmer beneath the surface. The question looms, will Ridge choose Brooke, the woman he has spent so many years with, or will the deep bond he shares with Taylor rise to the forefront? The Forrester family in crisis. As Taylor's health deteriorates, the entire Forrester family rallies around her. Steffi, deeply affected by the thought of losing her mother, spends hours at Taylor's bedside, struggling to reconcile with the reality of the situation. Thomas, ever the emotional one, becomes fiercely protective of Taylor and refuses to let her slip away without a fight. The entire family is faced with the unbearable pressure of supporting Taylor while simultaneously grappling with the emotional rift between Ridge and Brooke. Ridge, of course, is torn. He has spent years with Brooke, weathering storms together, but his soul aches for Taylor, the woman who he once loved with all of his heart. Their connection has never quite been severed. There are remnants of their love that refuse to die, even after all these years. Brooke, however, is not blind to the tension between Ridge and Taylor. She knows that Taylor's health crisis is forcing them both to confront their past, and as the situation becomes more dire, Brooke must decide if she will stand by Ridge's side or give him the space he needs to explore his feelings for Taylor one last time. The Deathbed wedding. In a moment of clarity and emotion, Taylor makes a bold and heartbreaking decision. Knowing her time is limited, she expresses a deep desire to marry Ridge once more. This time, however, there are no expectations, no grand plans, and no illusions about a future together. It is a simple, profound, and deeply emotional moment, a deathbed wedding that signifies closure, love, and the final chapter in their complicated saga. Ridge is stunned by the request. He knows this is a pivotal moment in their lives, and the weight of the decision is overwhelming. Should he marry Taylor, acknowledging the deep history they share, or should he remain loyal to Brooke, whose presence has been his emotional anchor in recent years? Ridge is torn between his desire to fulfill Taylor's wish and his devotion to the woman he has built a life with. Yet in the quiet solitude of Taylor's hospital room, he makes the decision to say yes, knowing that this gesture is one that will bring peace to both of their hearts. The wedding itself is intimate and heart-wrenching. There are no extravagant decorations, no over-the-top ceremony, just Ridge and Taylor, two people who have lived a lifetime of love and loss, now coming together in a moment that transcends time. The couple exchanges vows that are simple but profound, with Taylor confessing her enduring love for Ridge and Ridge admitting that Taylor has always held a special place in his heart.